You know, there's something so simple, so basic, that we often overlook it when it comes to our health. Water. It's something we've been drinking our whole lives. But did you know that how you drink it can make a world of difference, especially as we get older? I want to share with you some little-known secrets about drinking water. Secrets that come from a remarkable Russian doctor named Fyodor Grigorovich, who lived to be over 100 years old. He believed that the way we drink water plays a huge role in our health, energy, and even how long we live. And the best part, these tips are so easy, you can start feeling the benefits in as little as a week. Now, let's begin with the first secret, one that might just change the way you sleep. Secret number 1. Drink a glass of water before bed. You might think, won't that make me wake up in the middle of the night? But here's the thing. Dr. Grigorovich recommended drinking a glass of water about an hour before bed, not right as you're lying down. This gives your body time to process it, so you're not rushing to the bathroom at 2 a.m. Why is this so important? Well, while you're sleeping, your body is hard at work, repairing tissues, flushing out toxins, and recharging your cells. Water helps all of that happen smoothly. Without enough of it, your body has to work harder to clean itself out, and you might wake up feeling sluggish instead of refreshed. Try this tonight. Pour yourself a nice glass of room temperature water about an hour before bed. Sip it slowly, giving your body time to absorb it. Then, see how you feel in the morning. You might just notice that you wake up feeling a little more rested, a little more clear-headed. Secret number 2. Sip water. Gradually throughout the day. Now, here's something many of us do without realizing it. We go hours without drinking water, then suddenly gulp down a big glass when we remember. But Dr. Grigorovich found that our bodies prefer a steady, gentle supply of water, rather than big bursts all at once. Think of it like watering a plant. If you drown it one day and then let it dry out the next, it won't thrive. But if you give it small, consistent sips of water, it stays healthy and strong. Our bodies work the same way. When you sip water gradually, your kidneys don't get overwhelmed, your heart doesn't have to work as hard, and your brain stays sharp. Even mild dehydration can make you feel tired or foggy, and as we age, that's the last thing we want. Here's a simple trick. Keep a glass or bottle of water nearby, maybe next to your favorite chair or on the kitchen counter. Every so often, take a few small sips. You don't have to force yourself to drink a lot at once, just little by little throughout the day. Secret number 3. Avoid cold water. Opt for warm or room temperature. This one might surprise you. A lot of us love an ice-cold glass of water, especially on a warm day. But Dr. Grigorovich warned that cold water can actually slow down digestion and even cause stomach discomfort. Here's why. When you drink something very cold, your body has to use extra energy to warm it up, to match your internal temperature. That extra work can disrupt digestion, making it harder for your stomach to break down food properly. Instead, try drinking water that's room temperature or even slightly warm. It's gentler on your system, helps with digestion, and keeps everything flowing smoothly. You might even find that you feel less bloated after meals. If you're used to cold water, this might take a little getting used to, but give it a try for a few days, especially with meals, and see if you notice a difference. Now, these first 3 secrets are just the beginning. Small changes, but they can have a big impact on how you feel every day. And the best part? They don't cost a thing. Just a little attention to how you drink the water that's already a part of your life. In the next part, we'll talk about when not to drink water, how much you really need, and why the way you sip matters just as much as how much you drink. But for now, why not start with one of these tips tonight? Your body will thank you. Now that we've talked about drinking water before bed, sipping it slowly through the day, and choosing room temperature water. Let's move on to some other habits that can make a real difference, especially when it comes to mealtime. Secret number 4. Limit water intake during meals. Have you ever sat down to eat and found yourself reaching for a big glass of water to wash everything down? It's a common habit, but Dr. Grigorovich discovered something interesting. Drinking too much water while eating can actually make digestion harder. Here's why. Your stomach relies on digestive juices, including stomach acid, to break down food properly. When you drink a lot of water with your meal, you dilute those juices, which means your body has to work harder to process what you've eaten. That can lead to bloating, indigestion, and even nutrient absorption issues over time. Now, that doesn't mean you should avoid water altogether during meals. If you're thirsty, by all means, take a few sips. But try to drink most of your water about 30 minutes before you eat, or wait until an hour after. You might be surprised at how much lighter and more comfortable you feel after meals when you give your digestion the space it needs. Secret number 5. Calculate how much water you really need. You've probably heard the old advice: drink 8 glasses of water a day. But the truth is, everyone's needs are a little different, especially as we get older. Dr. Grigorovich believed that the right amount of water depends on your body weight, not just a one-size-fits-all rule. Here's a simple way to figure it out. Take your weight in kilograms and multiply it by 30 to 40 milliliters. So, if you weigh around 70 kilograms, about 154 pounds, that means you'd aim for roughly 2.1 to 2.8 liters of water per day. For those who think in pounds, you can divide your weight by 2.2 to get kilograms first. Of course, if you're active, live in a hot climate, or take certain medications, you might need a bit more. The key is to listen to your body. Thirst, energy levels, and even the color of your urine, pale yellow is ideal, can all be clues. Try this. For the next few days, keep track of how much you're drinking. You don't need to measure every sip, but having a general sense can help you adjust if needed. You might find that a little more or a little less makes you feel your best. Secret number 6. Drink water before you exercise. Whether you're taking a brisk walk, doing some gentle stretches, or even gardening, staying hydrated before you move is just as important as drinking water afterward. Dr. Grigorovich found that many people wait until they're already thirsty to drink, but by then, you're already starting to dehydrate. When you're active, your muscles need water to work smoothly, and your joints rely on it for lubrication. Even mild dehydration can make you feel stiffer, slower, or more fatigued than usual. So, here's a good rule of thumb. About 20 to 30 minutes before you start any activity, drink a small glass of water. Not so much that you feel sloshy, but enough to give your body a head start. You'll likely notice that you move more easily and feel less worn out afterward. And with that, we've covered 3 more simple but powerful ways to make water work for you, not against you. But there's still more to explore, like how you drink your water and why the quality matters just as much as the quantity. In the next part, we'll wrap up with the final secrets, including one of the easiest habits you can start tomorrow morning to feel more energized all day. For now, why not pick one of today's tips, maybe timing your water around meals or adjusting your daily amount, and see how it feels. Small steps can lead to big changes. Sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference, especially when it comes to something as simple as drinking water. We've covered so many helpful tips already, from when to drink water to how much you really need. Now, let's finish with the last few secrets that can truly transform the way you feel every day. Secret number 7. Drink water, slowly and mindfully. Here's something we rarely think about: how fast we drink our water. Most of us take big gulps when we're thirsty, barely pausing between swallows. But Dr. Grigorovich discovered something fascinating. Drinking water slowly actually helps your body absorb it better. Think of it like pouring water into a dry sponge. If you dump it all at once, most just runs off. But if you add it little by little, the sponge soaks it up completely. Your body works the same way. When you sip water slowly, your cells have time to absorb it properly, which means better hydration and less bloating. Try this. Next time you drink water, take small sips, like you're savoring a fine wine. Pause between each one. Not only will you feel more refreshed, but you might also notice you don't need as much water to quench your thirst. It's a tiny shift that makes a big difference. Secret number 8. Make sure your water is clean. This might be the most important secret of all. Not all water is created equal. Tap water can contain impurities, chemicals, or even heavy metals, things that slowly burden your body over time. Dr. Grigorovich believed that clean, mineral-rich water was one of the keys to his long, healthy life. Now, you don't have to buy expensive bottled water every day. A simple charcoal filter or a basic pitcher filter can remove many common contaminants. If you can, spring water is even better. It naturally contains minerals like magnesium and calcium, which help your bones, muscles, and even your heart. Here's an easy test. If your water tastes metallic, smells odd, or leaves residue in your kettle, it might be time to switch to a cleaner source. Your body will thank you for it. Bonus tip. Start your day with water. Before you reach for that morning cup of coffee, try this instead. Drink a glass of room temperature water as soon as you wake up. After a long night, your body is naturally dehydrated. Water kickstarts your digestion, flushes out toxins, and even helps your brain wake up faster. Many people who try this say they feel more alert, less stiff, and even experience fewer morning aches. Give it a week. You might find you don't need that caffeine jolt as much as you thought. Putting it all together. So there you have it. 8 simple secrets from a doctor who lived over 100 years, all centered around something we do every day without much thought. The beauty of these tips is that they don't require money, special equipment, or drastic changes. Just a little awareness. Start with 1 or 2 that resonate with you. Maybe it's drinking water before bed or switching to room temperature water with meals. Notice how you feel after a few days, then add another. Small steps lead to lasting changes. Remember, your body is designed to heal and thrive. Sometimes it just needs the right support. And water, when used wisely, is one of the most powerful tools you have. If you found these tips helpful, I'd love to hear which ones made a difference for you. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more simple, practical ways to live your healthiest life at any age. Here's to your health, one sip at a time.